There was that saying he had heard: old soldiers never die, they just fade away. 5 years ago, Steve had done neither, but he had seen so many others do both. Too many. Steve could accept dying, even fading away. But aside from his legacy, one anyone would be proud of 1,000 times over and then some, what would he leave behind? Or rather, who? It wasn't difficult to find people who expressed their appreciation for him, and he was always grateful. Still, it wasn't the same as the way Clint's wife looked at him, or Pepper at Tony. Tony. The wound was still fresh, and Steve kicked himself for picking at it. It was time to get down to business. Steve shook it off, then steadied his grip and footing for the long climb ahead. Bruce, when I get back, you and I are going to have a long talk about your navigation skills. His thoughts of the past faded away as he focused on the task at hand. The mission was at the forefront, as it always was. It was all there was, until the next one, and the next, and the next. A couple hours and several more curse words than he'd care to admit later, Steve finally reached the peak. His respect for Barton and Romanoff had increased exponentially at the thought of what they must have gone through to get here without the aid of Erskine's formula. How long must it have taken them? And to have made it in one piece? That's when it hit him. They didn't make it in one piece. Barton couldn't bring himself to say exactly what happened. Was this where it all went wrong? Steve wiped a stray tear from his eye. Another fresh wound. Fresh, as if they ever truly healed. Stephen, son of Joseph.